Welcome back to this fantastic series of fantasticness. So, technology is great. Technology allows us to create things more and more efficiently, to be more creative, to serve as tools in general for stuff. Now, technology exists in many forms. Like, I'm using this camera, I also have other cameras, I have my own set of tools based on mostly history, and sometimes I'm having a hard time letting history go. So I have cameras who are very old and I still want to find them purpose, but I can't, and I wish I was that person who sort of despises tradition and this whole history of stuff, but unfortunately I am not, which means that I have relics that I still sometimes use. Now, another time I talked about this fantastic camera that I can show it to you. It's a very basic Toshiba B10, and if I switch it on, you can see that, well, you can see me, actually. This is pretty fantastic. So, the idea here, by the way, this is just stand, which is stupid, by the way, because it's really hard to set it properly, but it's, well, it serves its purpose, because you can widen it really well, and the wind doesn't blow this thing away. So I detached it, and by the way, this gets caught in it all the time, but also, I mean, this is quite useful, you have to admit. So if I do things, then anyways, so as you can see me, this is more or less a one-on-one thing. Maybe it's a little bit zoomed in, I don't know. It's I think it started to record, but that's not nice. But now that it's recording, actually I have often no idea how detailed these vlogs should be, but again, this is stuff. So basically I can now show you footage that I accidentally turned it on about things that I have on my desktop, especially the camera. So it has a pretty okay sort of lens, and you can see my cows, I guess, in a way. And what I want to talk about is not really this, but what I want to talk about is this that you can't really see. But I put this down so you'll see nothing, and I can show you this. This is a lens. A tiny wide-angle lens. I used to have two, but I put one away somewhere logical, by the way. I just can't remember the logic how it got there. Once in about a decade, I remember, or I want to find something else, I will find it. But it's kind of useless, because the truth is that the idea here is that this would enhance this, or normally phones. But nowadays phones have these weird things, I can't really put it there. But so what happens is that this has a tiny magnet ring, and the magnet ring attaches itself to the camera if I remove the cup. So what happens is that I'm looking at the camera, looking at the cows, I attach this, and everything becomes really wide angle. Let me show you the difference. This is without, and this is with. As you can see, there are more cows in the picture, which is ultimately the goal of any camera in the universe, to fit more cows in it. Now that is a wide angle lens, and it's kind of similar. I put them next to each other, maybe, but I guess it's fine. So now I have two settings, this one or that one, whatever I want to use. Now the problem with this camera is that it's really cheap, and really cheap cameras can't deal with rolling shutter, which means that if I move this, everything is kind of wobbles around. I totally did not have to say it like that. But anyway, so easy to lose accessory for a camera and easy to lose camera, and also very cheap. But I like it because this camera can be attached to a stand, and as you can see, it has its own little stand that I acquired. I think it came with it or something. And then technically I can shut it off now. This is enough. So technically I can just, there you go. Technically I can use a lot of tiny little functions, such as it automatically creates a video file, but uses what you call, I can't remember, I have to look in the menu. What's it called? This is kind of embarrassing because it's a video setting. Time lapse. Basically it can record once a second, once in every 3 seconds, and once in every 5 seconds, and put that into it puts it into a video file, and then you can have a time-lapse footage. The battery there, it's kind of okay. I think it's about 1.5 hours, but I'm not reviewing the camera, I'm talking about technology. So I have this relic with this lens, and I have many other greater technology, but somehow I just can't really get rid of it because of these. It's small, there is a battery in it, it works, and in certain situations I can put it there and use it. Sometimes I use it, but well. So it's interesting because, well, my question for today is, do you have anything like that? Do you have technology with you that has served you throughout the years and you just refuse to get rid of it, even though there are greater technology? Another example for the closure would be that I've seen somebody fiddling with their phone in public transport the other day, and they still had an MP3 player because it just works. So, well, there you go. This is life versus universe for you, where everybody is against everybody, I guess.